Hello and welcome. Prepare to be well informed. My name is AJ Williams and I'm a realtor in the Eastern North Carolina area. And in this video, I will be explaining agency relationships, specifically for buyers. So are you considering buying a home, investment property, or other real estate? If so, then you may be considering working with an agent to help you with that purchase. Real estate agents can provide many services and be useful in different ways. When buying real estate, you can be represented in different ways as well. For example, you may want the agent to represent only you as a buyer's agent, or you may be willing to allow them to represent both you and the seller at the same time as a dual agent. Or you can choose neither and instead be represented by a seller's agent or seller's sub-agent. Some firms allow you to choose and some may not. Whichever type of agent you do choose to work with, they must treat you honestly, fairly, and also disclose any material facts that they may know of that can influence your decision to buy. If you're watching this, then hopefully you've already received the North Carolina Real Estate Commission's Working with Real Estate Agents brochure already. This is a brochure that helps you better understand an agent's duties, what services an agent provides, and how they would also be paid. All agents are required to review this brochure with you and ask you to sign it before they receive confidential information about your real estate desires according to the state's Real Estate Commission. Signing this brochure in no way obligates you to work with the agent who sends it to you. It is simply to acknowledge that you have received it and that it was explained to you. If a buyer agent does represent you, the agent and the firm have certain duties that they must uphold. The firm and its agents must promote your best interests. They must be loyal to you. They must follow your lawful instructions. Notice I said lawful. They can't do anything illegal for you. They must also provide or disclose the material facts as we mentioned earlier. They must also use reasonable skill, care, and diligence throughout the entire process. And they must account for all monies that are handled on your behalf. Once you've agreed orally or in writing for a firm or agent to represent you, the agent or firm cannot give confidential information to the seller or seller's agent without your permission. For this reason, you should avoid telling the agent anything you don't want the seller to know until you have that agreement in place for them to represent you. A buyer's agent can do many things for you, like finding a suitable property, which is what we're most familiar with. They can also gather more information about a property that you've already gained interest in. They prepare and submit all offers for you, and they also order inspections and prepare for the closing. Buyer's agents can be compensated in different ways, like subscribing and pressing the like button below. Now, agents will typically look to sellers or listing firms first to be paid, but they may also look to you to be paid if the seller or listing firm refuses to pay. You and your agent will address the company's compensation arrangement in the written buyer's agency agreement. Make sure you read and understand an agency agreement that you sign before you sign it, and make sure that it includes any promises that the agent made, because this will serve as the only contract between you and the agency or firm. You will also be asked on the agreement if the firm that you're hiring can represent you in dual agency. Dual agency is when the firm that represents you also represents the seller at the same time. This typically happens when you're interested in a property that is also listed by an agent in the same office. Understand that in dual agency, the firm and its agents owe identical obligations to the both of you, both you and the seller, rather than just you only. Because of this, your buyer agent may lose the ability to fully advise you and promote your best interests. This is why some firms engage in something called designated dual agency. This is when one agent in the firm represents you as the buyer and another agent in the firm is appointed to represent only the seller. Neither agent should have confidential information about the other party at the time of this designation. This type of dual agency restores your agent's ability to advise, negotiate, and advocate for you. Well, that concludes the information for this video. I hope it has been informative for you. This was the buyer's version of the agency explanation. I will also link below the video that I did that contains the seller's version of this same type of explanation, in case you also need to sell before you buy. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell button below because it helps the YouTube algorithm. Also, like and follow me on Facebook at Happy Homes with AJ, should be there, and on Instagram at Yaja95. Here I post other real estate tips, inspiration, and other goodies. Thank you again for watching, and remember, be a blessing, keep smiling, and live in love. Until next time, peace.